All right. We are on. We are live. I had to reset this. I had to restart the stream. Start up again. 4 minutes. All right, cool. All right. We'll just wait a little bit. Let's see. 83 on that one. That's pretty good. Man, I've been getting a decent amount here. Let me just see Twitter, what's come up on that, so I can include anything there. All right, I guess we'll start with the Yeah, sorry, I just saw something on White and Povetkin. I guess we'll start with the breakdown of Usman and Masvidal. Man, I'm fired up for this one. Really good fight. The fight we, essentially did all want. Fucking, there's so much crap on Twitter that comes up. Yeah, it's the fight we all wanted. And it's still a dangerous fight for both. All right, there, I'm done with that. For me, I think Usman takes it. But it's a hard fight, man. I mean, Usman he's very skilled everywhere, and he's pretty well rounded. I've been following him for a while now, or a long time now. And I think Masvidal just is underestimating him. I've seen his interviews he's been doing, and it's not like even when he describes how he dislikes Usman, it seems a little bit I don't know, it seems a little bit unreal. I mean, this dude's got 200,000 followers on Instagram, like in a couple days, in like a few days. It's crazy. Yeah. I don't really know what it is though about him. It just must be the not old school, but just the way he portrays himself as this bad guy. Whereas with Usman, it's a little different, I'll just get that up. I think with what's up, Parkour Master? I think with Masvidal, he needs to get stuff up the middle, like knees, kicks. I heard Chael started to talk about uppercuts. But that for me is Hawaii doesn't really show don't look nothing like pictures. Yeah. Some people just post the stupid shit. I think Masvidal, he needs to start fast, and he actually does need to push Usman back, because Colby had success very early on with that. Like, he kicked him. Oh yeah, you're right, Parkour Master. It's gonna be fire. Knees up, flying knee up the middle. But it's just hard to hurt Usman. It's hard to just let alone stun him a little bit. It's so difficult. I've not seen many people with a chin like his. Keep yawning. It's crazy. I think for me, the straight punching of Masvidal is not an issue. I think it's just the overhands and the hooks. Everything else for me, like the uppercuts and the straight punches, they aren't that powerful. It's those hooks, man. That's the go-to. So yeah, the way he put out Darren Till, like I think that and the Ben Askren stuff. I think his elbows are really good as well. But Usman's so strong in that clinch, man, and his positioning is really good. It's just going to be really hard for Masvidal to get off clean shots because Usman's really good at defending. I think he should kick the legs, but he's not really a leg kicker, you know? It's so annoying. It's so annoying. You know when you just keep freaking when you keep yawning? I mean, it's the most annoying thing in the world, honestly. But I've seen the Masvidals. I just think Jorge is really underestimating. I think he's really underestimating the ability of Usman. You know, the skill set, because he just sees him as this guy that just lays on you and, you know, doesn't do much and doesn't bring much to the fight. He just kind of, you know, if he gets a hold of you, he'll just lean on you. Where that's not true. It's, you know, half of Usman's wins have come by way of a finish. So I'm telling you, I put that picture up before. That can happen. He can knock Masvidal out. Masvidal's got a great chin as well, but he's been dropped several times in his career. I don't think he has the chin or the defense to really like get out the way, especially late, because he'll get tired. He will get tired, you know. Let's just read this. I think that, you know, the other fights are good. I'm just really intrigued for the main event, I'll be honest, you know. But it's good to see Usman saying that he thinks Masvidal is the best he's ever faced, because that tells me he's not underestimating him. He's taking him seriously, you know, he won't be surprised by too much. So I think it's a good thing that he said that in the interviews, you know, because he's my guy, Usman. But yeah, I mean, there are so many salty fans that they really want Usman to lose this, you know, they really do. It's just ridiculous. I mean, there's not real point in wishing that upon someone, because, like, I want Usman to win, right? Because I like his reign. His reign is good as a champion. It's good for the UFC. It's good for the sport. I just think Masvidal is going to block out a lot of better contenders. Like, I feel like Nate Diaz, and, you know, I don't want to really see that again, you know? It's just ridiculous. But I just think Jorge's underestimating him. I think he's going to come out strong, and he'll give Usman a couple of problems. And again, if you get hit by a knee like with Ben Askren, I think that will knock any human out on the earth. But I think that, you know, just even the striking with the hands of Masvidal, you know, Usman, he's got a good blocking game. You know, he controls the distance well. Oh my god. I literally had a banana. Fuck. It's meant to give you energy, you know, and it's making me freaking like fatigued. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I mean, it's just a good fight, you know. I'm looking forward to it. The other fights are really the toss of a coin, you know, anything can really happen. And that's the same with this one. But this one, you know, just with how good Usman is and his ability to take the shots. I mean, he's been hit with several flying knees from guys that hit harder and throw more, you know, and he's been able to out wrestle bigger people. He's been able to out wrestle jiu-jitsu practitioners. I don't see, man. It's got to be Masvidal by knockout, like round 1 or 2. And he can still get you late. He'll get tired, man. It's going to catch up, you know. It just will. But the weigh-in should be really interesting in the stare down. And I've been thinking this whole time that the octagon's been on the fucking other side. You know, it's like being on the beach, but they showed the little arena for it, so it's pretty good. I'm looking forward to it, man. You know, but if you guys got questions for people that are at least still here, by all means ask, because it's just good. It's good we're getting these events. These are the fights we want to see. I just see a lot of YouTube channels wanting Masvidal to win, which is a good thing, you know. But like I said, dude, it's it's just not really like. Do you want that? Do you want Masvidal to win and hold up the division? Because Usman's just gonna continue that streak of defenses. He'll be one win away from. Oh my god. He'll be one win away from George St. Pierre, winning there. So I mean, with the winning streak in the UFC, because I think Kamara's got 11, right? He's got 11, and he hasn't fought really any soft touches except Moraes, but he put him away early. As you know, with a guy like that, you're meant to do that. GSP. Actually, let me just look up the GSP's record. You gotta say, a lot of people back in the early days of MMA, they didn't have many fights in other organizations because the UFC was the main player, so they wanted to get paid as much as possible to get there. I'm just looking at George St. Pierre. He was born in Saint Isidore, I think, Quebec, Canada. Let me see this. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he was 7-0 when he fought Matt Hughes. I want to see what Matt Hughes, because I just want to go through the welterweights here. I just want to talk about this. When did Matt Hughes fight GSP first? Man, he fought him ages, man. He fought him ages ago. When he had a lot of fights. And then George came back. So George had 7 fight winning streak. Then after that, he lost. Then after he lost, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he lost again to Matt Serra. Then he just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13, but he retired. So yeah. So he's got 13 fight win streak. St. Pierre. How many time will he have? Because again, GSP's got the highest winning streak of the welterweight. I think Tyron's was 7 or 8. I know Leon Edwards has got 8, but he wasn't a champion. I'm talking about UFC though, not Strikeforce or anything. He had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, including the draw is 7. Yeah. Gilbert's on a 6-fight win streak. What about Leon Edwards? Masvidal's on a 3-fight win streak. But he needs to take a title shot soon, Leon. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Yeah, he's on an 8-fight win streak. So, what else? Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. People say that Usman can't finish. He's got 8 finishes, man. You got 7 knockouts and 1 submission. This is his whole MMA career. He's had less fights, remember? Knockout, knockout. TKO, 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 TKO. submission. Yeah, TKO, but the competition level went up, and then he had TKO again. See, at 8, like half his wins have come by finish. So that's just a false thing that people put out there. You know, they don't quite know what they're talking about there with him. Masvidal can win, man, but he's not been in there with a guy like Usman. He hasn't. The biggest guy he's been against is like Darren Till, and Darren just doesn't. He doesn't cage cut. You know, he doesn't cage cut like Usman. He doesn't get the distance right because he got hit a lot in the Masvidal fight. You know, and that's funny because they like put Darren Till straight, and with Woodley, like with Leon Edwards and Woodley, I think Leon would have beat him. Like now that I think of it, Leon is long, he's precise, he's able to get the shots off better. It's just a better style matchup, really, for Edwards because he's just so much more patient. He doesn't stick his chin up. I think Usman beats him in a rematch. I think Masvidal and Burns are the guys that have the best chance because for me, Colby doesn't have that finisher like shot in him because he kicked Usman at the back of the head, man, and like Usman didn't even take a backward step. Like at least in being stunned, he never did. So it's just for me like this false narrative that he can't take the shots from Masvidal. I don't agree. I think Masvidal takes shots really well. He's got really good head movement. He's got some of the best head movement I've seen in the UFC. But I mean, man, once he feels that jab and that straight right, it's gonna be real hard, man. Like real hard. Oh man, real hard. It's just like not. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be a nice fight, in my opinion. You know. If Masvidal wins, I think it will be good. But still, I think you can only have such a good streak, an exciting streak like that with Masvidal for so long, you know, because you got to understand, like when Masvidal says that Darren Till, Ben Askren, and Nate Diaz are better than Usman, that for me is like really questionable, like really questionable. That like I don't trust him when he says that, like at all. Like people know of Usman, like they know of his ability, you know, but I don't think it's gonna be a ragdolling like people say. I just think that it'll be competitive for some bit. So yeah. And I upload a video on every welterweight champion in UFC history. I think Usman beats Matt Hughes and he beats the who else? Pat Miletich. Like those guys don't stand a chance, man. The man who held the belt for over 2,000 days, George St. Pierre. What's 2,000 days in years? 2,000 days in years. That's almost 5.5 years, man. He had that fucking belt for 5.5. How long will he have it for? Crunchy Black Jr. said, "Hey man, I subscribed to you because you for FW. I don't know what that means. FW, LDBC. I'm trying to get into MMA, break down each fighter's skill set and why you believe Usman will win. Yeah. I gotta actually hold on. I'll be back in a sec because I gotta fix something. I'll be back right here. Back in a moment, and then I'll get right back into it. Just stay tight, people." All right, we're back. Yeah, mess with. Yeah, I figured it would. Um, Parkour Master, dude, you gotta sort yourself out, my man. Yeah, I mean, fuck, I don't know why you're putting that in my chat, but whatever. Um, yeah, Crunchy Black Jr. Do you believe Usman will win? Because like, I just think he's too much. You know, I think he's too much of I think his skill set, man, it's all wrong for Masvidal. I'm trying to like think of how Masvidal can clip him. You just can't. I don't think punches are enough. I think you got to get him with a big kick or something. But even if you do, I mean, for me, Colby kicked him in the back of the head and he didn't stumble, and like that was a clean kick. So I don't know. What is this? Okay. It's just crazy times we're in, and they're managing to put an event of this caliber up, which I'm really impressed with, man. You know, man, that Carlos Takam fight was crap. How do people have the audacity to say that's one of Joshua's best wins? Right, Parkour is getting timed out. Clearly, you're getting timed out, dude. Clearly. Nah, bro, it's just fuck. This is not the best one. All right. Yeah, I'm just looking at the what I don't like with people is how they try to say GSP was so good. You know, Lawler. Yeah, I think Usman's a better what do you call it? I think Usman's better than Lawler. You know, if he beats Masvidal, he'll overpass him for like the time he's been champion for. You know, but GSP was really good, dude. You know, and he avenged his 2 losses. So yeah, he's the greatest of all time in my opinion. Easily. So I don't think it's up for debate. He wasn't a cheat, you know. Like I'm just watching that. Fuck. That last knee, like, went over the back. Oh, dude. That would have like really hurt if that hit the spine. I forgot that Carlos Condit fought Nick Diaz. He was the interim UFC champion for the welterweight division. But man, Carlos was good, but he got taken out, man. Like he got real taken out. And I can see he's fighting Nick Diaz now. Ah! Dude, like they were good, man, but Usman beats a lot of these guys. Like Carlos Condit, he doesn't beat Usman. You know. Yeah, I'm just looking at the. So he was an interim UFC welterweight champion. That's pretty good though. I mean, if you get that, Lawler and Hendricks, Lawler was a killer back then. You know, now he's just this fucking massive, big, muscular dude. Hendricks didn't really look like a world beater. And he looked really good against GSP, but I don't know, man. Just some of these guys, they can't really they can't compare to now. Like even Woodley, the way Woodley took out Robbie Lawler with the in the fashion he did For me, that just says a lot, you know. I'm not sure when. Oh yeah, Hendricks did beat Lulav. He got the interim. You see, if you get the interim belt, for me, that's you were a champion. You're up there. You got the belt, man. You know. But Lawler in the second fight, he got real aggressive. Man, did he get aggressive. Johnny Hendricks was really good. He was a real good fighter, you know. But some of these guys now, I think Usman, Woodley, and all these other contenders, they beat a lot of these people from, like Lawler was good, man, but his skill set was good. It's just his mentality for me, The way Woodley took him out was just the best. Like no one's handled it better. No one has handled Robbie Lawler better at all. Like that's when I'm just watching the video. Man. Yeah, Lawler became interim and then he became oh no, he was the champ, yeah. And then Woodley fought him and he just fucking iced him. Like it was a right hand and then just that ground and pound. Like he took him out with what, 5 punches? It only took 5 punches. It realistically only took one. And then Woodley defended it 4 times. So he was a better welterweight than Lawler, because Lawler only defended it twice. And then RDA and Covington. Covington was like interim champion for 46 days. But he got stripped, I think, because he got injured. And he didn't fight Woodley either, so yeah. Man, RDA was real close. Like he would have been actually a two belt holder because he was lightweight champion and he would have been the interim welterweight champion. So yeah. That was a closer fight. That's what people said anyway. I thought it was, close. But even like Colby, like Usman took care of him. He stopped him. It would have been great to see Colby and Woodley. I feel like that special, fight in history wasn't made. But just the way Usman fucking came in there, like, because I told everyone, I said, this guy, he can do it. He could beat Woodley, right? There's something different about him. And he did it. And he almost stopped Woodley as well. Like, Woodley's only been stopped, dude. Like, he battered him. Like, he almost had him out of there in the 4th round, man. Like, he's got some power, Usman. And then he got kneed in the process, and then he just walked forward. That's why I say Masvidal, if he lands a knee, big deal. Because he doesn't hit harder than Woodley, And Woodley's just as fast. Usman just fucking, like for me, this one and Burns, they handled Woodley the best. Because they didn't get hurt in the process. And Usman just ragdolled. He just ragdolled Woodley. I think Usman's just a different animal, people. He's just too good, man. He's just too good. So yeah. Oh yeah, there's so many. There's so many people like going on about the Masvidal getting all the media attention. Like I don't get that. I don't know. I've seen some videos of the Fight Island though. You know? I can't fucking believe that they made Diaz versus McGregor. Oh, number 2. Man, how did Nate Diaz become um such a big star? But the thing with me, Connor just toyed with him. Usman by UD, yeah. I think Usman by UD. I wouldn't mind Pettis versus Masvidal, but I don't know, dude. I mean, they had a grappling match. I'm just hold on. Let me listen to something for a sec. Man, Nate Diaz calling out. I got Rose, man. Rose is just better. I don't know. Rose is better. What can I say? There's not much to it. You know, she was winning the first fight. You know, she was winning the first fight. It's just better boxing, better counters, more composed, just more complete. You know, I think Rose by TKO or decision. Just hard, man. Andrade is such a small woman, and she's not quick either. But my thing is early morning, that will play a big factor in the fight. I think Usman, for him growing up in Nigeria and having to get up like at the crack of dawn, you know, to survive, I think just to, you know, get water and everything, I think that will play a favor. You know, I think that will be good for him. But it's really hot over there in Abu Dhabi, like it's boiling. You know, but I'd love to be there right now, man. That would be great. Because I think they're just about finished up with their quarantine. I think they got under like 4 hours left or something. If you look at Instagram and all that and Twitter, like you will see that I think Max got let out because it depends when you get your test done, you know. But you know, it's let me see. I'm just reading an article that just came up. Andy Ruiz against Chris Arreola. His brother Umar Muhammad. What does that say? Can you zoom in that? UFC 251 Nigerians in Abu Dhabi 23 hours? I mean, the hotel rooms that they've been set up with are just crazy. Like, oh man, they're too good. And like Usman's jiu-jitsu coach, he put a video up. There's a car on the fucking racetrack doing burnouts and drifting and driving up the stretch. Like, this is just a mad place. It's just crazy over there. Like, they are lucky, man. They're really lucky there. I'm gonna finish the stream up soon. I feel like I just hopped on. I hopped onto this and um I've just rushed it. But I mean, look, for me, there's nothing else to it. I just think the weigh-in will be really interesting. I think, yeah, the weigh-in's tomorrow. Because what's the time in Abu Dhabi now? Time in Abu Dhabi is 9:44 a.m. Yeah, so his brother just got up anyway. Let me see this. No, I don't want to do this. For me, right now, boxing's not really on the best rise. I'll talk about boxing another time, but nah, I mean, I'm not really on that, to be honest. But for me, the boxing is just that's really taking the dive, man. Like what I watched today on Top Rank, man, that was crap. Fucking Carlos Takam. I mean, against Jerry Forrest, like what a complete waste. And he wants Rivas next. I mean, Rivas gonna shut him out. And I don't particularly think that will be even a clean fight either. I truly don't. I really don't. I'll get rid of that. Yeah. I think, well, with me, I've got to, oh boy. Yeah, all right. So yeah, I mean, look, and like all the talks at Canelo as well, I'm not really buying it. It's just that he'll face a British opponent or whatever. I don't care at this point. What I want, like, what's done. I want that outcome, not what's being talked about and then it just goes off into the wind. I don't particularly like that. I'm not fond of that. So I mean, we'll see, dude. We'll see. I mean, Joe Joyce and Dubois, they got interim fights, which I don't think is necessary. I mean, like Daniel Dubois, how many fights he got? 11? Daniel Dubois. It's hard because I don't want any excuses. Like, what if one gets injured? If one gets injured, then there's no point. AJ Cesar's got a parlay percent. Nah, man, I can't bet. I'm not a betting person. I mean, I'd say Usman. Go for Usman. But again, I don't bet. Personally, I don't bet. That's just not. That's not a smart way to go about it. Oh, Daniel's got 14 fights. Yeah, there we go. I think Joyce has got like 10 fights. Joe Joyce. Because that's like 25th of July, I think. So we'll see, man. I mean, Eric Pfeiffer, this guy. Oh, German dude. These guys aren't exactly small either. Yeah, he's got 10 fights. The only man that's gone the distance with Joe Joyce is Brian Jennings. But Joyce is facing a bigger guy and a guy with a better record. So yeah. But again, it's easier when you you going live tomorrow? I don't think I'll be going live, man. Not tomorrow. The thing with my live streams, I don't do as good live streams as other people in the LDBC. I don't do a better job by close. Like they cover top. This is a bit more open, but yeah, I mean, really that's it. Man, if John Ryder fights Canelo, that's just ridiculous. I just want Usman to win, dude. I've not, there's very few UFC fights where I've wanted someone to win more. But I've come to like Masvidal because, you can't not like the guy. He's funny and all. It's just the fans, really, you know? What else? I just want to watch the fight, dude. That's very interesting prediction. I think that could be right. You never know. Yeah, a lot of people just writing Usman off. I gotta go. I'll see you on the next live watch. All right, see you. I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up now. All right, I'll finish up. Thank you to the people for joining in. This was a bit of a shorter stream. Make sure you all stay safe. Peace.